We had 4 nations in the semi-finals. Contrasting matches we had there as well. I'd say I'm coasting through at the expense of Bachelak Internal, would you believe? And a fantastic 3-gamer Wardani had over Michelle Lee. In the race to the finals, 3 Chinese player Chen Yufei gonna miss out. Wardani, her place is assured. She is a big star. And so young, wherever she goes. But of course, Indonesian fans will make it like a home match perhaps for Putri Kusuma Wardani. It's a big ask for her though. You feel Wardani up against it. What do you think, Grania?
Yeah, An Seong has been on fine form this whole week. People have struggled to get double digits against her. So we'll see what Wardani comes up with today.
When we look at that head-to-head, we met at the Sudirman Cup most recently. It's 5 here, but
white.
Even a 6th match, I believe.
Black and chose black, yours is white. Black and side. Receive, you'll be serving. Thank you.
Yeah, there was even a 6th match going back to when they were juniors. An Seong is 23 years of age, 170 centimeters tall, from the southern part of South Korea. She is the world #1, a former world champion, the Olympic champion as well, and she has got 32 titles to her name on the HSBC BWF World Tour. That is a runaway stat from everyone else, and she's looking for her 10th World Tour title. Already a record for women's singles. If she wins the World Tour finals, she'll equal Kenta Momota's 11 titles. Look at that. Only one player has got to double figures, Manami Suizu. She's in that kind of form. So Putri Kusuma Wardani is 23 from Tangerang, same height as her opponent, playing at her best ever ranking. She's got 3 titles on the World Tour. The most recent was last year's Korea Open. She was a finalist at the Hilo Open just a few weeks ago. World Championships, she got a bronze medal. Big highlight for her. She's had a very different path to this final. Michelle Lee pushed her all the way. That was a great match, wasn't it?
I didn't catch that one, but looking at the scoreline for sure.
Yeah, she was pushed all the way. Ravi Nandan from Australia. He's our umpire. And from Sri Lanka, it is Rohana De Silva. Well, a big, overwhelming favourite. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, is there any vulnerability at the moment with An Seong?
Well, I think we were checking her stats yesterday and she's only lost to 3 players this year. Yamaguchi,
Chen Yufei and Han Yue, but she retired.
Yeah, exactly.
On my right, Putri Kusuma Wardani, Indonesia.
She's just dominating with her movement. just so fast with her movement to get to each medal.
On my left,
Really hard to get out of.
Young, Korea.
Oh, listen to that.
And Young to serve. Love all. Play.
I think the way as well, the way she dismantled, I don't really know any other word for it, Ratchanok Intanon yesterday.
Yeah.
A top 10 player.
Exactly. That's what just highlights the dominance she has right now. That an eighth player in the world could get kind of destroyed like that.
Already 2 excellent points for her. Yeah, she knows she's really up against it here. That's gone long. Will happen on this end.
And that's what it takes to get 1 point off Anseong. Net roll.
Yeah, sometimes you need just that little bit of luck to go your way.
Thank you. Play.
Oh. That's a great shot. Encouraging. Wow, I'll tell you what, that's a nice little comeback here.
Yeah, good rally there from Wardani.
To the front. Thank you. Play.
Clipping the net. Well, that run of 3 comes to an end for Wardani.
3.
Better than most, I can tell you, so far in this tournament.
Service over, 4-5.
That's out.
Service over, 6-4.
She's working on swing a little bit.
Yeah, you don't get many cheap points from Anseong, so the longer the rally goes, the better chance you have of coming off with a point afterwards. So she's had a couple good rallies now. I think what we saw with Ratchanok is that Anseong's attack was able to really get through Ratchanok and the speed, but so far Wardani's doing well to keep up and to be able to retrieve her smashes.
That's just gone long now. Is that going to be a challenge? Yeah, it is.
Putri Kusuma Wardani challenges, called out.
That is out.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 7-4. Play.
Just as Wardani was catching up with her, she's embarked on a run again. And so another 4 points on the trot.
Service over, 5-8.
Short lift there from Anseong that Wardani's able to get on the top of.
This is pretty competitive at the moment. Even she was like, yeah, this one was quite good. Look at Wardani's recent form, final of the Hilo Open in the last tournament, semi-finals before that, the Korea Open. She didn't play, those are Super 500s, I should say. Yeah, since the World Champs where she got to the semis, she's had quarter-final, a semi, and a final.
So she's in pretty good form.
Yeah. Well, that's being evidenced right now by what we're seeing. That's good. That's right in the corner. Only 1 point in this.
8-9.
And a good candidate to reach double figures.
Yes, she's looking on track.
Which, for those of you wondering why we're saying that and not just joining us, it's because only one player has managed to get double figures in one game. in this tournament against An Se-young. That's how ruthless she has been.
At this rate, she'll make it to the teams.
Yes.
Service over, 10-8.
An-Se-young has not been able to stamp the dominance on this game like she has with other ones. Looking good in these sort of situations. Only a point behind. It's what you want from a final.
Yeah, yeah. It's great to see some competition. Yesterday was a bit of a walk in the park for her against Rashnok.
And she is level scores here, Wardani.
10-all.
Twice she's come back from 2 4-point deficits. Inside the first 10 points that An Se-young has scored. So that's a credit to her. By far the most competitive match we've seen in this tournament for An Se-young, and just the second player to hit double figures in a game. And a lead as well for the first time.
11-10 interval.
Well, wow, what a surprise we have here, perhaps. Wardani 11-10 up against An Se-young. Well, this is unfamiliar territory for An Se-young here at the Australian Open. To be trailing.
The last 2 points have been unforced errors as well, which is uncharacteristic for her.
I'm sure she's been wanting a challenge as well. She's got one on her hands at the moment. Stand her in good stead for the World Tour finals. That's 3 now, unforced errors in these last 4 points.
3 out the back. Not finding her depth there.
Maintains her lead, Wardani. What have you enjoyed about Wardani then in this little period that she's had?
I think the things that have been catching An Se-young off guard has been her extra soft touch. I think when An Se-young goes for those smashes and Wardani gets it back, it is that little bit shorter than other opponents that she's used to, and that's why she has struggled with the follow-up on her smash.
Oh, that's one that she will regret.
Yeah.
She has to get these in, doesn't she?
Yeah, right idea though. She definitely had An Se-young, I think.
She did. Against An Se-young, you just have to take your chances. There's so few of them come along.
Yeah.
Got to the teens as well.
Yes, she did.
And then some.
14 all.
Yeah, it's hugely encouraging for Wardani. I mean, while we've been sort of in jest about the scores, An goes in front. She has taken games off. An Se-young, 2023 at the Indonesia Masters. She won the first game. And the very first time they met, this was a long time ago though, it was a final. Junior final. Last game as well.
A lucky miss for An Se-young there.
The only 2 times that she's ever taken An Se-young to 3 games. Oh, just touches the cord there, kisses it.
16-15.
A touch here and then there. Impeccable.
That's a good look at it here. It's gone back and forth a bit here on the points.
Thank you. Thank you. Play.
I was quick to that.
Service over. 17.
An Se-young has won. It's the World Champs since we were looking at Wardani's record. Since then, she's won 3 of 4 tournaments: the China Masters, Denmark Open, and French Open, and lost in the final of the Korea Open. Won at home. That's always going to hurt a bit. Akane Yamaguchi reaching straight games as well. Just a 1 point in front. Now 2. It's been a while since she's had that kind of lead.
18-16.
Former winner of the Australian Open back in 2022. Nice to have her back. It's only her second Australian Open, but good to have these kind of players here, right?
Yeah, it's the biggest tournament in Australia, so we love getting the best in the world here for everyone to watch, because you don't get many opportunities in Australia to see this level of badminton.
Suddenly, she surged ahead. I guess what matters is the business end of a game, right?
Yeah, yeah. And she's all too familiar with closing it out.
Oh, right in that corner. It's well inside the line. And 4 game points.
20, game point 16.
So she wraps up that first game, An Se-young, after quite a stiff test from Wardani, who had the lead for a few times, pushed her. And the quality of An Se-young sees her through. She wins 21-16. So An Se-young has won that first game. Pushed for the first time here at the Australian Open by Putri Kusuma Wardani, who's playing in her 4th Australian Open. Last year she got to the quarters. She is looking to win her first ever 500, as have many people today. Topples over in An's favour. What do you think the difference was in those last few points of the previous game for An Se-young?
Well, I think those errors that had crept in, we didn't see them at the end. I think she found her range with that back line especially. And yeah, I mean, Kusuma was still doing well. And like that, she's still got that explosiveness in her. It's just making sure that she can manage the rally until those opportunities.
Yeah, it was a superb 6-point run at the end. She was actually 15-16 down, An Se-young.
Yeah, and that's where that experience just came into play. She was really, really nice and stable at the end and just waiting for her chance to go for those winners.
Pound for pound, the best player around, I would say, in Seo Seung-jae probably giving a good fight for that title. He's already won 10 titles this year, by the way.
Well, he has double the chance most of the time, doesn't he?
Well, he's only playing
Now, yeah.
men's this year, to be fair. But he's that is already a record. 10 titles on the tour.
Yeah, Korean badminton is looking good.
It is.
I was just thinking that next year we go into the Thomas Nuba Cup, so
Right.
both of these teams I think will be quite strong. The Indonesian
And the
seem
Koreans?
to have promising, yeah, and the Koreans. Indonesian have, you know, the Gregoria as well in the women's singles. I'm not sure who their third is. And then the women's doubles today, and all women's doubles final.
yeah.
Got a lot of options.
I think where Korea, their Achilles heel in recent years has been men's singles.
Yes.
They've struggled in. Yeah, so Seo Seung-jae, 10 titles on the World Tour, 11 with the World Champs. So if he goes on to win the World Tour finals, he will beat the record of 11 titles in a year by Kento Momota, who won 9 on the tour, the Asia Championships and the World Championships in 2019.
So Seo and An Seong are competing for the same spot.
Yeah, in a way,
Same
yes.
record.
So if An Seong wins today, they'll both be on 10 titles on the World Tour alone. And they'll come down to the World Tour finals.
Oh, that looks like it could have been going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, whatever happens in this match, Wardani's got to take a lot from it, right?
Yeah, she's playing super competitive badminton, the best we've seen this week from any opponent of An Seong's.
Great footwork here from An Seong. Her recovery is absolutely amazing, isn't it, An Seong?
Yeah.
It's so smooth.
Yeah, great body control. She does have that right thigh wrapped with a compression, so don't know if she has a little bit of adductor or hamstring issues happening, or just needs that extra bit of support for all those deep lunges like we just saw.
I'm sure it's a relief for her fans as well that she no longer has that knee brace, that she had that knee injury that was just dogging her for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and it's always tough seeing competitors have to compete through injury.
That was one of her main complaints, was that she was feeling compelled to play through injury.
Beautiful, getting behind that shot so quickly, a lot of options. The favorite often being that cross-court snap.
It's going to be out. Wardani just looking back at her coaches. And listen to that crowd, all getting behind An Seong there. She was recently talking, Putri Kusuma Wardani, about the fact that she's got to play the Southeast Asian Games and then the World Tour finals. The badminton event will be held from 7th to 14th of December, and then she travels to China from Bangkok. From the 17th onwards, the World Tour finals. So it's not really much prep time, is there?
Yeah, no, it's It's a big calendar for the guys that are in Southeast Asia Games and the World Tour Finals. They would just be looking forward to a good break over the Christmas period.
That's a high quality Southeast Asian Games. All the best players are going to be in it.
Yeah, a lot of national pride on the line.
Yeah.
Beautiful touch there.
8-5.
Yeah, she's still keeping pace with her opponent here, Wardani.
I think we are seeing a lot more errors from Anseong than
agreed.
previously this week.
Thank you.
Lovely little hold there.
That is over. 9-6. Kusuma. Return the championship. Thank you.
So young as
7-9.
something like 57 consecutive weeks as a number one. Long way to go to beat Tai Tzu-Ying's record of about 214. It's just looking absolutely spectacular overall this year.
8-9.
Quality's just not there right now in her shots.
Wonder what's going on though.
This one's far too flat. Needs to go a bit higher to get over Putri there.
Is that a credit to Wardani overall?
I think so, for sure. But from the matches that I've seen, I think I've watched her play 3 times this week, Anseong. She isn't as playing as flawlessly as she has in those matches.
Yeah.
But for sure, got to give credit to the opponent for putting her under pressure and the stress that she must be under to create these errors as well. But she's looking a bit frustrated with herself, Anseong.
I think it says a lot when even Chinese media are bigging her up and saying no viable strategy to defeat her.
No viable strategy.
Amazing. One of the most complete badminton players in history.
Yeah.
I'm saying she could stay number one for 200 weeks. Win rate of 90-odd%.
That is over. 10-all.
Again, it's very tight. A lot tighter than we thought it would be. This second game, Wardani, to her credit, was stuck in there. Oh, she somehow got that back. In the end, it is Unsa Young who has the lead this time. Just the 1 point, just like Wardani had in the previous game. Unsa Young up by a game as well. It's still tight. Unsa Young leads 11-10.
There's two now of those smashes down the line that Unsa Young usually unleashes on her opponents.
Well, 3 points. That's about a bigger lead as she's had in a while. This might be the moment where she surges ahead.
Over 11-14. Over 15-11.
Just taking a step back there, Wardani. Dragging her opponent everywhere. Five points. This is the biggest lead she's had in the entire match.
Yeah, I think she's definitely fired up from that mid-game interval. Coming out with a lot more attacking play, moving a bit faster, a bit more energized, ready to close out this match.
7 of the last 8 points. She was 9-10 down. Wardani has to do something here, right now, to stay in this. Oh, again, off the net cord.
17-11.
How did she get that back? That looked an amazing shot from An Se-young. And somehow, Wardani, I don't know how she got that back.
12-17.
She deserves that.
Here we go. This will be a good view of it. Oh, she'll appreciate that, I'm sure. That's a great shot from An Se-young. This is disappearing in the rearview mirror now. Wardani has problems. She needed a lot more of that, but it's good work from Wardani.
13-18.
That net shot from An Se-young just a bit too high. Wardani had a lot of options with that.
That is over. 19-13.
Just 2 points now required for An Se-young. This has been a slightly easier second game for her. Let's give him the net cord again. And that has now set up 7 championship points for An Se-young. Or what would be a historic 10th title of the year. That's just wide.
That is over. 14-20.
An Se-young becomes the first woman to win 10 titles on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Just on the tour alone. Incredible stuff from her. She plays up to the crowd. They love her, and she loves them.
Music to her ears.
2023 was remarkable. She won 10 titles that year, 8 on the tour, the World Championships and the Asian Championships. Well, this one on the tour itself, even more special. And she still could go on to win an 11th at the World Tour Finals.
10, she knows it. 10.
Brilliant. Love it. Take a bow. You absolutely deserve it.
What an entertainer.
So Ansia, the top seed from Korea, beats the second seed from Indonesia, Putri Kusuma Wardani, 21-16, 21-14 for a 10th title of the season on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Is there anyone else better on the planet?
We'll get to see her really tested at the World Tour Finals soon enough. And there's the Warrior Scream. I want to see her on Super 100. I mean, Physical 100, Physical 100. The Korean game show.
Fantastic. She lets it all out. And if she gets to the World Tour Finals and wins it, that'll be 11 titles, equaling Kenta Momota's in one season. What a year it has been for her. They have missed out on the World Champs. I think she'll be absolutely delighted with this. But credit as well to Wardani, who played a pretty good match.
Yeah, pushed her the hardest she's been pushed this whole week.
To the stage.
And really took advantage of the unforced errors coming out of Ansia on the side of the court. She really did make her have to step up there in that last half, so all credit to her.
Ladies and gentlemen, your runners-up for the women's singles. Wardani, Indonesia.
She and Seo Seung-jae both going 4 and 11th at the World Tour Finals. That'll be interesting to watch as well.
I'd like to invite Joe.
She'll be the overwhelming favourite at the World Tour Finals. These two could be facing off against each other there.
Your 2025 Women's Singles Champion, Ansia.
Not her best today, but it was enough.
Yeah, she got the job done, and that's what matters.
A former winner
I'd like
in
to invite
2022.
manager of NBC. Presentation
She
on
returns
tickets.
to collect another gold.
And I'd like to invite back Joe Chow, CEO of the Australian Badminton League, to present the winner's trophy.
And with that win, in fact,
Your 2025
South Korea have
Women's Singles
edged
Champion.
past Indonesia with now 3 women's singles wins at the Australian Open. Ansia has won it twice. And the other winner was Seo Yoon-hee in 2010.
And please thank our
Fantastic to have her here. I know the crowd certainly appreciated it. To have a player of her caliber. She certainly showed it throughout the tournament.
Please congratulate your runner-up of the women's singles.
There is your women's singles champion.
Ladies and
There she
gentlemen,
is,
one
good
more
fun.
time, your 2025 women's
The
singles
Australian Open
champion, Ansia
2025. She has played a lot of badminton this year. And she's still got one more massive tournament to come in just under a month. 3 weeks to go.
2025 SATHIO Group Australian Open.
Well, those
See you
are
back
your
next
results here at the Australian Open 2025. We started with women's doubles and a first ever Super 500 title for Raquel Alicia Rose and Feby Setya-Ningram in 109 minutes, beating Febriana Putri Kusuma and Melissa Trias Puspitasari.
You're established.
Then we move to the
here isn't forever.
men's doubles.
You're not just
The
local,
youngsters,
you're a
Raymond
global
Indra,
citizen.
Nicholas Joaquin, their first ever Super 500, beating Fajar Alfian Mohammad Shoaib Fikri, the 5th seeds, their compatriots. Lakshya Sen with his first title of 2025. The 7th seed Indian beat Yushi Tanaka of Japan in his first ever Super 500 final. The world champs and top seeds from Malaysia, Chen Tang-che and Toi Wei, with their first title of the year on the HSBC BWF World Tour. They beat Jafar Hidayatullah and Felicia Alberta and Nathaniel Pasaribu, the 2nd seeds from Indonesia, into their first Super 500 final. And we've just seen Ansa Young with her record-breaking 10th title on the World Tour in a season. The Korean beats Putri Kusuma Wardani, the 2nd seed from Indonesia, in straight games. Lots of firsts, lots of records, great to see. We have the Side Modi International next week in Lucknow, India, before the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals in Hangzhou, China next month to bring things to a close. Well, it's been amazing. Thanks so much to Grania Somerville. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
And we look forward to seeing you next year in Australia. For now, thanks and see you next week in Lucknow.